Dear students, now I discuss about optical isomerism. आमे पढ़ी थिले हालो अल्केन लॉ मेथड ऑफ प्रिपरेशन प्रॉपर्टी एंड यूजेस. Now discuss about optical isomerism. जस्ट आम पूर्व टिके कहवा जे आइसोमेरिज्म दुई भागरे क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू टाइप्स. वन इज स्ट्रक्चरल आइसोमेरिज्म, अनदर इज स्टेरियो आइसोमेरिज्म. पूर्व को टिके हमें जीवा. आइसोमेरिज्म क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू टाइप्स. जनरली वन इज स्ट्रक्चरल isomerism, another is stereo isomerism. Now structural isomerism can be classified into 5 types, that is chain isomerism. Second is position isomerism. Third is functional isomerism. Fourth is metamerism. And fifth one is tautomerism. Similar way, stereo isomerism can also classified into two types, that is configurational isomerism. Another is conformational isomerism. Now configurational isomerism can be classified into two types, that is geometrical isomerism. Second one is optical isomerism. Now I discuss about optical isomerism. What is meant by optical isomerism? Optical isomerism definition is when the same molecular formula represents more than one compounds, but which are differ from each other action towards plane polarized light are known as optical isomorph, and the phenomena and the phenomenon is called optical isomerism. Optical isomerism. बुझला गोटे important word is plane polarized light. Now we discuss about optical isomerism, firstly known about four important terms. That four important terms, one is monochromatic light. Monochromatic light. What is meant? Mono means single, chrome means color. Light, those light which contain one color or one wavelength is known as monochromatic light. The light which contain only one wavelength is known as monochromatic light. Monochromatic light. Example, yellow light. Yellow light emitted by sodium lamp. Sodium lamp येलो लाइट एमिट करुछि आमे जानिथिलु से लाइट केवल गोटे वेवलेंथ मीन्स येलो कलर वेवलेंथ रे गठित तेणु आमे कहि परिबा ताको मोनोक्रोमैटिक लाइट. सेकंड वन इज प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट. प्लेन पोलराइज्ड light, that means the light which vibrates only one plane is known as plane polarized light. Plane polarized light. That means ordinary light means suppose sun can produce light. That light vibrate in all plane. That means it will cover three plane. But what is meant by plane polarized light? Now that light can vibrate only one plane. Means now it passes through slit, then it will passes through nickel prism. Nickel prism is one of the prism in which surface made up can reflected all the radiation, but only one radiation can passes through it. That radiation vibrate only one plane. This is known as nickel prism. Now the ray so obtained can vibrate only one plane. This is known as plane polarized light. Now there is sun, this is slit, this is nickel prism, this is plane polarized light. This light can vibrate only one plane, but this light can vibrate all plane. That is known as plane polarized light. Then third term is plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry. the imaginary line or plane which passes through a molecule it divide to equal half in which one half is the mirror image of other half. Then it is said to be plane of symmetry. That means object image are superimposable, means coincide karijiba object image, then you must say that must have a plane of symmetry. Example is, suppose now you can take an O letter that is known as object. When it present in mirror, it can produce an image that is also O letter. Now this O is coincide with image, that means superimposable. If object and image are superimposable, then it must have plane of symmetry. Suppose you can take another P letter. When mirror will taken, then it produces this type of image. Now object and image never superimposable. Object image never superimposable. So it have no plane of symmetry. Suppose taken now left hand. In mirror can produce right hand. This will be object, but this will be image. When object and image are mixed with each other in same direction, then it will coincide. That must have plane of symmetry. But in case of one hand, when it passes through a line or plane, now it divide two equal half. This is one half, this is another half. If it will be taken as object, but there will be no image will be formed. The image so formed is not coincide with object. Therefore, that have no plane of symmetry. That is plane of symmetry. Fourth one is asymmetric center or chiral center. When carbon will attach to carbon will attached to four different atoms or groups, then it is called chiral or asymmetric. It is generally represented by an asterisk. Means star. कौन कार्बन पर आम देखा जदि स्टार चिन्ह आमको सिंबलाइज कराही दैट मस्ट बी एसिमेट्रिक सेंटर. सपोज कार्बन example for chiral center is, suppose carbon consider four different atom or group P, Q, R, S. Now this carbon is called asymmetric or chiral center. The four term you already know, one is monochromatic light, second one is plane polarized light, third is plane of symmetry, fourth one is chiral center. एबे हमें टिके फेरिबा पुनी डेफिनेशन पाख कौन हमको कहूची से when the same molecular formula represents more than one compound but which are differ from each other action towards plane polarized light. When you can passes through the molecule, now this plane polarized light can rotate in clockwise or anti-clockwise. Then such are known as isomer, and the phenomenon is known as isomerism, means optical isomerism. Now, condition. What are the necessary conditions for a molecule can show optical isomerism? First condition is it must have a asymmetric center, asymmetric or chiral center. Second, it have no plane of symmetry. It have no plane of symmetry. Example. Which one shows optical isomerism? 2-chloropropane and 2-chlorobutane. 2-chloropropane, 2-chlorobutane. Now, out of those two compounds, the 2-chlorobutane can show optical isomerism because this compound can satisfy both conditions. Therefore, 2-chlorobutane can show optical isomerism. Now, shown structure. This is 2-chloropropane. 2-chloropropane. 2-chlorobutane means CH3CH, CH2CH3. That is 2-chlorobutane. 2-chlorobutane. Now, chloropropane CH3HCl. This is the structure for 2-chloropropane. But 2-chlorobutane is CH3C2H5, that is Cl, that is H. Now this carbon is called asymmetric or chiral center. But 2-chloropropane can have no asymmetric center present. Therefore, it do not show optical isomerism, but it can show optical isomerism. Then what are the optical isomer? Now it can show optical isomerism. What are the optical isomer? Now, CCl C2H5H. Suppose when plane polarized light will passes through this compound. Now, if it will rotate the light in clockwise direction, then it is said to be dextroform, or it is called D form, small d, or sign convention, this is called plus form. But when you can take a mirror, now see, top groups remains, bottom group remains, but left will converted to right, right will converted to left. Now automatically this firm can rotate the light in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. That is known as Lavaux form. Lavaux form, or it is called L form, small l. Sign convention, it is called minus form. Now these two isomers, dextro and Lavaux, both are mirror images with each other. The optical isomer, which are mirror images with each other, is known as enantiomer. Enantiomers. Now D and L form both are enantiomer with each other. When equal amount of D and L form are mixed with each other, then the mixture so obtained is known as racemic mixture. Racemic mixture. When D and L form are mixed with each other, in same proportion, is known as racemic mixture. In case of racemic mixture, the specific rotation value is 0 degree, and that form is optically inactive form. But this is optically active form. This is optical active form because it can have certain value of specific rotation, and it can also have certain value of a specific rotation. Another is said to be term is diastereoisomer. Diastereoisomer. The optical isomer in which one part can have same configuration but other part can have mirror image configuration, then such compound are said to be diastereoisomer. Now you can take a mirror. This is one compound and that is one compound. Now in this part can have identical with this, but in half part will mirror image with this. Therefore compound 1 and 2 are said to be diastereoisomer. Another optical isomer is also exist, that is called mesoform. The optical isomer in which one half can have rotate the light in clockwise, another half can rotate the light in anti-clockwise, then such isomer is called mesoform. It is also optically inactive form due to specific rotation value is 0. This is the idea about optical isomerism. डिटेल तक भल भाव पढ़ जदि किसी प्रॉब्लम थाए नेक्स्ट क्लास रे आमे डिस्कशन करिबा। नेक्स्ट आम जा कि हालो आरिन विषय आम देखा जे हालो आरिन कौन तार डिटेल मेथड प्रिपरेशन प्रॉपर्टी एवं यूजेस नेक्स्ट क्लास रे देखिबा। थैंक यू।